a big deal, but back then it was. For me, it was. So, okay, I forgot what the question was.
No, we were talking about the pain that you may have incurred or encountered when you were going through your educational process. But you did talk about the Apollo Theater and some of the artists that you had the opportunity to hear when you visited. What role would you say music played in your development as a young adult and eventually an adult, or even an adolescent kid as well?
Music was extremely important to me. It permeated every part of every fiber of my being, I think. I liked this music that was coming from New York City. I didn't know the name of it at the time. It was later labeled R&B for rhythm and blues, and then later on, when white artists began to copy it, they changed it to rock and roll. I guess the most famous of those artists is probably Elvis Presley. But the music, the lyrics from the music that I listened to seemed to say that they knew who I was, because I found myself in many of the songs that I listened to. In the book, I talk about dancing with a woman by the name of Ernie, young girl by the name of Ernie, and who was it? You're driving me crazy. Oh my God. It was the Heartbeats at the time, but later called Champion Limelights, Crazy for You. All those songs were songs that, as I began to write, would come back to me as I'm writing. And I went and got some oldies but goodies, and I would play songs while I was writing to help me revisit those places that I used to be in as a child. When I babysat for my older sister, in those, I was in 1953. No, she was born in 53. So so it might have been 1955. I was babysitting for my first niece at my sister's house, and in those days there were only three TV stations, and in the daytime they had what they call soap operas. So there was nothing. After a while, it was extremely boring. So I would look for things to do, and I found these what I call big records. They were LPs, and I put them on a record player. And that's how I discovered jazz. I started playing those records and said, "Oh my God, what kind of music is this?" You know, it was like Dave Brubeck, Jazz Goes to College. There was a guy by the name of Eddie Jefferson, another guy.